Hello, welcome back. It's time to explore, but with sad music instead. I've heard it's sad music. Is there any music? Oh, it's just this. Okay. It's just that music,
weep?
fair enough.
Then weep. I shall be here for you.
What happened to my auto advance?
Well, it would be ridiculous to not feel anything after something like that. Go on and let it out. I am here.
Why did the screen fade to black there? Man, loot. An owl feather. By God. I have to talk to everybody that exists ever, apparently. There's also a bow tournament going on, which we'll participate in. Sorry, I was moving my mic a little bit. Bernie's not in her room, which is unusual, but not unheard of, just unusual. Hello, Dudu. I apologize for previously killing you, my friend. So much stuff.
It is a shame what happened to Gerald. I am sorry. There are no words. Leave some flowers on his grave for me.
Why don't you leave flowers on the grave? You goofus? I really don't know what I should generally be planting. To be honest, I'm just kind of arbitrarily planting things. I still don't understand this. Sure, do that. There you go. Big money spender roller. That's me. See him. Oh no, not her.
Captain Gerald's gone. He's gone. And we'd only just reunited. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure this is even harder on you. But I just can't... I can't believe...
Mission assistance. We're probably not going to take anyone... Well, maybe. I was going to say we're probably not going to take anyone on mission assistance, but we could. Perhaps, recruit someone else. The person closest to being recruitable is probably Bernadette. But I don't actually know.
I'm so sorry. I never quite know what to say at times like these. Just don't push yourself too hard too soon. It's okay to allow yourself to be sad right now. Losing someone dear to you. Well, each loss is unique, but it's a feeling I know very well. That said, Professor,
Yes? Not gonna continue that? Alright. Hello, anything to report, sir?
No.
Professor, thank you for all you have done for us. Nothing to report today.
Well, that was a depressing nothing to report.
Hello there.
I could buy more bait. I could have a ridiculous quantity of bait and just sit there and... Oops.
This one, yes?
Is there like a quick max?
This one, yes?
None of those. Up, down, no. Appears to be no quick maxing of that number as it turns out.
This one, yes?
I instinctively assume it's going to auto to cancel. In case you're curious why I do that so frequently.
I thank you. Return soon, please.
At some point I really need to use that bait. I just don't want to sit there and fish for like fucking 25 decades. Which is about how long it would take. Approximately. Of course I wouldn't be recording that, so it doesn't matter to you guys, but still, that's a lot of time of just sitting there fishing, which isn't exactly entertaining to me. Chivalry. So unless my professor level gets close to leveling, I'm probably not going to do it.
The other night, I had the honor of sharing a drink with Gerald. He was pretty tactless, honestly. He could be blunt at times, but he always looked like such a proud, happy father whenever he spoke of you.
Oh, why you gotta do that to me, dude? Why you gotta do that to me?
I'm so glad you're okay, Professor. I was so worried.
Oh, Professor, you must be starving. Mercy and I made some sweets for you.
We will.
We were thinking that if you were to eat something sweet, it might help you feel better.
Baking sweets is my specialty. I'm sure they'll do the trick.
I didn't actually get anything. I was really hoping I would get something. I see her over there. Standing there, suspiciously.
Professor, please lend us your ears. Ferdinand is saying impossible things.
I do not see what is impossible about it. All I said was that if you want to go back to Brigid, you probably can. You are the Empire's guest, so to speak. They cannot afford for something bad to happen to you. There would be a diplomatic incident. Someone close to us has turned up dead. So one could argue that you are not safe here anymore.
I am not returning to home until I have grabbed my goal. I will not be listening to the words of Ferdinand.
No, look, I did not mean to pressure you. Apologies for the misunderstanding.
English is hard, it's alright. This is an impossible thing. Inconceivable. Hello, Edelgard.
What happened to Gerald? It's terrible.
Is it now?
If there's anything I can do, simply ask. Even if what you desire is revenge, I'll gladly lend you my power.
Are you missing a
Can't
knife?
let them get away with this.
Perchance? Nothing? Alright. We'll worry about spending our points later. Except for when we go up to the little training ground up there. Oh, frame rate. You alright there, Switch? The Switch struggles to run this, by the way. I love this. I love a Switch, but I love the Switch, not a Switch. Don't be weird. But it is really just essentially a slightly more powerful tablet. Which is fine. But man, does it struggle to run this
I
game.
haven't lost a parent yet, so I can't even begin to understand how you must be feeling. But even while you're standing still, the world keeps on moving. I always find that oddly comforting.
The Switch has like a single exhaust vent. It's not very big. I mean, the Switch isn't very big, but the exhaust vent's not very big. But whenever I'm playing this, it's just like you can hear it slightly. But also, if you put your hand over there, there's some serious airflow and hot air coming out of that thing.
Has not heard tales of Gerald's valor. We have suffered a most dear loss. I do not know what the enemy's aim was, but I do know this. After what they have done, we cannot suffer them to live. If there is anything I can do to ensure that justice is brought swiftly, you need only give the word.
Speaking of things the Switch can barely run, I also want to play Astral Chain. Which I actually don't know how well it runs. I think it runs fairly well, but it's also a much more limited game in terms of like the view. From what I know, like you can't, you know, walk out, and it's not like this. Like the quality on the castle in the back. But I'm pretty sure it's a lot smaller environments. But you know,
Professor,
also could be
it seems
optimized.
like
But
you're
who
holding up
knows?
okay.
I do want to play it though.
I'm worried about Leonie. She really loved Gerald. I hope she can bounce back.
I'm glad you're more worried about her rather than the sun, but you know.
Say a prayer for Gerald's soul. There's not much else I can do.
It's fair enough. She's a point. Handmade hair clip. Hooray!
Professor? Dark expressions don't suit you, Professor. But well, I'm glad to see you out in the world again. It seems this month will be a quiet one around here. There aren't many knights around to liven things up.
Most of the knights are gone, seeking out the enemy.
Isn't that a bit much? I agree it's important, but is it a good idea to neglect the safety of the monastery?
What do you think, Professor?
We should probably not have done that, is what I think. It would be a shame.
I agree. We can send some knights after our enemies, but so many? It makes the church seem reckless.
I like when it talks to two people at a time. It's very convenient.
Professor? Do you think we'll still be able to graduate?
No.
If dangerous things keep happening around here, who even knows? I'm worried. I hope that all the students
all
and
gonna
professors
die.
will be there to celebrate at the graduation ceremony.
Particularly you, sir. The day before you're supposed to graduate.
Maybe.
Hello.
When I heard that Monica was with the enemy, I was surprised by how unsurprised I was. Something was just off about her. It's hard to explain. That said, whenever she had free time, she was always hanging around with the Edelgard.
Yep.
I wonder if Edelgard is also... Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm just being paranoid. Please ignore me.
No, we're on the same page, random student. Why can't I report her? Why must I suffer her existence? The adult. Mithril. I don't actually know what I should be buying, if anything, from these. Iron Axe Plus. Silverfish. Why are you selling silverfish? For what purpose? Someone who enjoys weird games? What?
Professor.
Oh, hey.
Professor, welcome back. We all were... You've been on our minds. Know that your enemies are my enemies. I will do all I can to help you find justice. There is no one else I can... My strength is yours alone. I will fight as you command. I will kill anyone, should you ask it of me.
Excuse me. That seems a bit extreme of a statement, but sure.
Gotta keep yourself active during tough times, Professor. Even if it seems impossible. That's how I got through it when I lost my parents. If you need help with anything, just come and see me. Eating and training are my specialties.
He's very adamant about the eating and training
I'm not
thing.
even close to being strong enough.
No variance.
I mean, Gerald was so much stronger than me, but even he... That's enough. I can't dwell on the past. There's no way to know what my future holds.
He also
but I
got
do know
stabbed in the
one
back.
thing. Whatever happens, I have to make my own way in this world. I have to keep pushing so I can grow even stronger.
There's not really a whole strength determinant in the whole stabbed in the back portion of that death. We're gonna have Ash just absolutely decimate this entire tournament. Claude is the last one. Not terribly surprising, but... He should be able to win this relatively simply. He will take damage, though.
That was
Can
tough.
you crit in these tournaments? It doesn't seem like you can. Seven, ooh.
The fight continues.
Actually, now that I say that, there is a crit number down there. It's just really low. But still. 8 damage, easy win. We can barely kill her. So we're getting to our limits here on one-shotting.
I must steel myself.
So everything after this is probably going to be 2 rounds of damage. Actually, no. It's not, surprisingly. I assume characters are chosen for this based on when you are in the game, like what month it is, as well as the like skill rank, skill level of the person. So we can't kill him in 2. So we're gonna take 24. Not that it matters, because we're gonna heal anyway. But we will take 24 from this. Well, never mind. 4% crit.
My part.
And he managed it on the last shot of the entire tournament. Hooray! We did it. Got a bit of Professor XP. I'm surprised that doesn't do anything for morale.
Professor.
Has the exit always been this way? I thought the exit was the south side. Whatever. I guess it wouldn't make sense for it to be the south side considering the door over there, whatever.
What the?
What the? You never seen someone walk by? Jeez. Hey, Dorothea.
I've sung lyrics lamenting death many times on stage. But when something like this happens in real life, I'm lost. I don't know what to say. But I do know this much. Sir Gerald must have been very proud to have you as his child.
Where is Bernadette? It's very unusual for her to be out somewhere.
I'm sure you will pull through this because you're so strong, Professor. Best to stay calm during such tumultuous and upsetting times. We don't know the nature of our enemies. If we underestimate them, anything could happen.
It's true.
Yes, I agree. I don't want to lose you too, Professor.
I barely know you, but I appreciate it. Also a quest over here, which is probably a battle quest. Can't imagine it being too much else.
Do you have time for a request?
Yeah. Empire Youths. Now, you know what I didn't do between this and the last video was like any sort of inventory if I needed to. Which I think I did. Oh well.
I trained with Gerald just the other day. Why? Why did he have to go and die? It's too awful. He didn't deserve it.
What's up with this armor? Who designed that person's armor?
What the?
Alright. Let's go put some flowers on the grave. Yay! My favorite.
Hi.
Oh, there's Bernie. Next to the fucking graveyard. Good.
I slipped
That's how I
quietly
wanted to
into the
feel.
vault and rummaged about, looking for anything we might find useful. There is a group of people who want to kill us, after all. What? This is no time for asking permission. I learned long ago that one can ask permission or forgiveness. It is rarely useful to request the former. Still, it appears the knights have already taken everything useful. There were crest-related objects I thought might be worth studying, so... There you go again with that stern look. Of course I'll put them back when I'm done, assuming they bear no additional use.
How serious he was about that. Hello, Bernie.
Professor, I brought some flowers for Gerald.
You're out of your room. It's true. I'll just thank her.
It's the least I can do. Sometimes I feel like all I do is run away. Anyway, I'll go lay them out.
Would you like to assist us on our mission?
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know what our mission is, but would you like to assist? Which grave is his? The only interactable one appears to still just be my mother. Oh wait. Oh, that's Gerald. What happened to my mother's grave? I thought that was my mother's. Is the top date my mother? Perhaps. I mean, you can bury people together. That's not exactly unheard of. This music, man.
Really?
I mean, thematically, sure, yes. Makes sense, but please. Stop. Here we go. That's better. I love how long it takes to load that. Alright, what notes do we have? 2 notes? What do you think makes a great mercenary? Easy clap. Only child. Is that Linhart? No. Worried that my parents will have to adopt a child or do their best to have another of their own if I don't carry on the family title. Clap. It was Linhart, as it turns out. I'm getting better at recognizing people's silhouettes, so I got that going for me.
Not just Tomas, but Monica, too. We can't be sure who to trust anymore, can we? Who are these people, really? What do they want?
I actually don't know. Apart from some of them wanting the blood. Presumably the blood of a goddess.
Oh, goddess, hear my prayer. Please receive this beloved person. When the cold rain washes the body, when the bird and wolf announce the dawn, receive them into your blue blood, receive them into a twinkling star. That's a morning scripture from the Church of Saros.
Blue
Lady
blood.
Rhea taught it to me. I pray that Geralt is happy in the next world.
Blue blood. Hello.
Need something?
I think we grab faith and then XP.
This one?
Plus 10.
You're all set.
I was like, it's
See you
gold
again
now.
soon.
So it just goes from stone to bronze to gold. And it goes to gold very quickly. Why is it stone so long? Who decided that was a good idea? I could have spread that out a little, you know? Alright, Ignatz. Could be looking through these rooms, really don't care. So we're just not going to.
I'm scared. I feel that I don't understand the world.
Nobody does, it's
something
okay.
like that happened to Geralt? He was so strong. You're inspiring, Professor. I'll do my best.
At some point we will have to do all, geez. At some point we'll have to do all these items, lost items and such too. I could do it now to get everyone's motivation. What's up with the run speed there?
Excuse me.
To get everyone's motivation back up, but I think we're mostly just gonna eat.
How are you holding up?
Like a lot of
I know
eating.
how heavily grief weighs upon one's heart. I lost my mother some time ago. It was... Forgive me my moment of weakness. Even all these years later, I cannot recall that time without feeling the pain, as if it were brand new. Just know that I am praying for your mind and your heart to find peace.
Primarily just gonna eat because I'm lazy and I don't really want to do the lost items.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I do have a theory, though I admit it is nothing more than speculation. Both Tomas and Monica have each gone missing at one time or another. It was reported that when Monica returned from her disappearance, she began to act like a completely different person.
Indeed.
As if, perhaps, the real Monica had been killed and replaced by an imposter. Thinking of it like that, it is possible that this Solon had been impersonating Tomas for some time. How they managed such a convincing change of appearance, though, I still do not understand.
Witchcraft, devilry, etc. Hey. Does lots of paperwork. I wonder who that could be.
It was as if thinking of how they managed.
Actually didn't look at the item name. There you go. He's like one of the only 2 people that stands in that room, and he was right there, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Well...
Hello? What you doing in here?
Oh, is something hiding just behind that book?
A ring?
That ring! I have seen it before. Ah, I know. Gerald showed that ring to you beside a grave.
It was my
Do you
mother's?
recall? He said he wished for you to have that ring one day. That means it's yours. He also said that you should gift that ring to someone special.
Something. Waifu emblem.
You've lost someone very dear to you. I'm so... You have my sympathy. Manuela and I can take on some of your workload this month. We can't do all the teaching, but at least we can lighten the load for you. I've always seen strength in your eyes. I know you'll recover. You're a very strong person.
Thanks. I'm gonna go, talk to Manuela and then die.
Right.
Probably.
I have something rather uncomfortable to discuss. It's about the weapon that killed Gerald. Will you listen?
I wonder if it was the dagger that they used there.
It was a dagger.
Yeah,
but I
it
know
was.
enough to know it
We know
wasn't
that.
an ordinary dagger. It wasn't made of iron or steel because, well, because whatever it was, the wound it left wasn't normal. Who could make a blade like that, do you figure?
Demons. Surely it's not the... Wait. Let's talk to her again? I realize.
I wonder who they were.
What, really? That... Okay. Thanks, game. Thought she had something more to say, but no, you just said one line. Highlighted her for one line. You get so much XP from books. I do wish you found them more often.
Monica von Ox. There is nothing suspicious in her past that would suggest this change of character.
Monica's dead.
Her transformation must have something to do with her disappearance last year. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. I wonder who kidnapped her, and why.
First Tomas, and now Monica. I am so sorry. The failing was clearly our own. We didn't notice the enemy's invasion. And now Gerald. I apologize. There is nothing I can say to atone for our sins. Professor, please do not let your guard down even among the people of the monastery. There is no way to know where another enemy may be hiding.
What if you're an enemy? What if this whole God's Forsaken monastery is an enemy? The stones themselves. Could you imagine? Just the fucking monastery like transforms into a monster real strangely. Hey, Flane. I don't know why he's also in here, but
You have lost your father. Now more than ever, do I understand how very lucky I am that you were able to save me. Professor, I deeply appreciate what you have done. Thank you. If there is anything at all I can do in return, please tell me, okay?
I've never been much for condolences.
okay. Short to the point. Probably still can't go in this room. And thusly to the third floor, which I assume the third floor... No, wait, the third floor comes from... staircase in the central. I don't know what that room is then. Maybe a war room. But I'm pretty sure there's another staircase over here. Yeah, we just can't use. I presume that goes to the third floor, whatever that may be. Alright, that's everyone talked to, everything done, as far as I know, besides fishing. And using our points. Now instead of eating, I could throw around gifts and various other such things.
Professor?
But I think we'll just eat. could eat with Edelgard. I'm not sure that's high on my list right now.
That looks at. Yeah, you just get it, Professor.
I like how they say that. You get it. It's true. I don't understand everything that people want to eat. We're gonna prioritize getting my own class motivation maxed. As best we can, anyway. I'm probably not gonna spend a whole activity time on someone that's partially happy, like Dorothy. So she'll just stay partially happy.
This isn't.
I could go find her and give her gifts real quick just to max her out. That's probably a good idea. Who else in my class? Ingrid, Dorothea. Everyone else is maxed out. Let's spend the rest of our time with various people. Why not?
Ooh, I like this dish.
Hooray! And I'm actually going to spend the last 2 points up here for variety's sake, but we're going to do choir for giggles. Assuming we have a decent selection of people that can do choir and not hate it. I don't remember. Not many people, apparently. I mean, we have neutral people that we can take. Take Bernie. Let's just take the same 2 people again. There you go. What do they say?
If one person doesn't sing, will they?
Don't cheat.
I can't sing very loud.
Hooray. Alright, you can only do that once, I forgot. Someone wants to speak to me. I don't think... Let me check my... Whoops. Let me check my skills real quick. I mean, we can get Bo up, but that does no real good. Actually, I think Bernie wants Bo. So if we wanted to recruit her, I guess we should go ahead and do that. And that's going to be... a person that may not be here. Somewhere. I don't recall seeing them. Alright, all the knights are gone. And she's a knight, right? And I don't think anyone else does bows? I sure wish there was an easy way. Just view location details. It appears to do nothing. I don't know. I wish there was an easy way to see what teacher trained what without talking to them. We'll just pass on learning, I guess. Let's go get something cooked. See if we can make anything decent. At least the speed food. It's not much speed, but it's better than nothing. And we can have Bernie cook it. There you go. Make any god food down here? Nope. This is probably the food that I want the most of. Dex speed and defense +1. Pretty good. You know what? Let's get defense +1. Little extra
Sounds
buffer.
Fun. Let me show you my cooking talent.
She
A
says.
little more secret spice and...
Hooray! Alright, someone wanted to talk to me, so... Who is it?
Professor.
It is Sethith. Because I gave him that thing earlier that he was stood right next to,
there
apparently.
You are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit. There is a matter I would like to discuss with you. I believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties. Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the Church's many administrative tasks. I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seros and the Officers' Academy. The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion, and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me. Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you. I am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing.
Don't worry,
quite.
I don't know anything about me
I
either.
find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself. You are the child of Gerald Eisner, correct? That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence.
But what if I don't have any
As the former
confidence in the
captain of
answer?
the Knights of Seros, Gerald was renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary?
Yeah, absolutely no idea. Has it been 10 years? We're gonna go with that one because it has a rough number. You'll hate it anyway.
Given your youth, that hardly seems likely.
Hey now.
Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly?
Nobody knows. Even I don't know.
Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way? Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust. That is all.
We're gonna betray that trust. Calling it now. Alright, is that everything? Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote, Captain. And I don't want to fish, because, pretty sure we're like halfway to the level, and as much bait as I have, we're not gonna level off of that. Are you alright? I'm not the one grunting out here. We shall end our free time and begin teaching. We'll do it manually. We got a lot of people, we can see if we can, I forgot to give them gifts. Whoops-a-daisy. See if we can rank anyone's skill up. Like this, for instance.
This will...
There you go.
Each
He's
new
got an A.
experience is an asset.
That might mean we can actually give him a new class as well. And a second perfect on writing? Let's go, dude. You're close to leveling writing, which we may as well do, even though I think he's gonna level that on his own. I'm not gonna waste time. For now, anyway.
Hey.
Come on. Damn it. All you had to do, Sylvain, was just learn, you know? You know, I don't think we've actually used any white magic with her at all, have we? So I don't know how beneficial that actually is. Hold on. What does the mage class down here use? Both. Okay, well, answered that question. Immediately answered that question.
Haha, I'm starting to get it.
Hooray! She's done it, and we'll just keep dumping points into that, I guess. Since she's basically not going to learn that on her own, may as well put stuff in there. She also could use that, because that's probably what she's going to end up doing, and so should we. We have a lot of mages. We have a singular archer. But by God is he good at archer. I don't know who to train here. Put some... no. Never mind, I forgot she's not full. Flame. Let's just train our casters some more, fuck it.
No.
Good job, Flame. You're doing it. Mercedes. Oops. Don't know how it went all the way down there that quickly. We'll keep training Faith. Most of her combat XP is always going to be a reason because it, you know, damage and all that jazz. So I think our casters are mostly going to be taught Faith over anything else. Dorothy doesn't have any motivation because she hates me. Felix, you know what? No. Swords. Come on, where's my perfects?
This could be useful.
None of those are perfects. Ash. We don't have any more points. Never mind. And group tasks should be those two, which I accidentally... never mind. I'll say I accidentally canceled them out of, but I didn't. We're good.
I have a question.
Interesting start to a question. Fancy meals are boring if you eat them every day. That's an interesting phrase. I mean, realistically, it's this is the answer.
By any chance, are you just giving me a random answer?
No. Wait, what was wrong with that answer, Dorothy?
Professor?
Sword and reason, focus on reason. You know what? Sure, you're never going to use your sword anyway, so I don't know why you had that to begin with. You goober. I'm surprised we didn't get interrupted for the support stuff because
we'll get this done together.
We do have a lot of support scenes to watch. So Felix will level. It's a D+, it's not exactly amazing, but
I've got it.
It's a start. That's all we're gonna get? Yeah. Better than nothing. We got nothing out of it, so... sure. Free recital with these two idiots.
It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
Not sure I should sing with everyone. I'm not great at harmonizing.
Hooray, they've learned useless things. It turns out I probably... oh, it's Ria's birthday as well.
I am grateful.
Turns out I might have actually leveled. If I had done all the fishing. Because we're only 1,400 off. Not that it necessarily matters, but... let us look at some certifications. You still can't, unfortunately. Got nothing? Ah, nothing. Well, at least Felix would have 100%. Doesn't have Sword A, that's right. I forgot. And no one else has 100% chance to get anything either, so... 69. White magic heal plus 10 is huge, actually. Look at her resistance go up, holy shit. 27 resistance. That's really high. I mean, I could swap people's classes around because we have masteries on stuff. She can apparently max out. Okay. Pegasus Knight for some reason. Well, there's nothing to do except supports and battles and cleaning my inventory, which we will promptly do here. Again, I should be using all those items pretty soon. Probably like now, to be honest. Alright, I gave her prayer ring. Forgot. I forgot about that. And also we're gonna have to swap weapons out because people's shit's breaking. Him, for instance. Could probably use that iron lance. Oops. I probably need a sword, but I think I'm alright. Yeah, I think we're right. What items do we have? Many, many things. I mean, I could dump all of these on me. But I don't think that's the best idea. And thus must think about it. Not very much thinking, mind you, but still. Do I need to swap any abilities? Just defensive. Ah. Seal movement might be good. For him. Instead of... I mean, Swordbreaker's pretty strong. As is all of that. You know what? I like your stuff. You really don't need black magic crit, but you're not doing anything else anyway. I could put Vantage on you. There you go. You don't need Dex because you have a hit plus 20. Although he doesn't really need HP plus 5 either. There you go. Have some more Dex. What does Desperation do? That's pretty good. For a reason which you're not using. We could make her an absurd buffer. Forgot she had that. Like, she's not using that. I don't really care for that. We could put these two on. So if she ever uses Rally on someone, that's 4 strength, 4 speed, and 4 resistance. That's a lot. Oh, this is what Alert Stance does, by the way. It's very nice. She also has Rally Magic, which I keep forgetting about. You have nothing. That's okay, we still appreciate you. Combat Arts. Probably don't need to swap anything around. So maybe use Reposition. I'm probably never going to use it anyway. I was calling Ember. Might increases based on unit's defense. Oh, she actually has a combat art now. Might increases based on units' charisma, of all things. Oh, because she's a dancer, I forgot. That's why she has that. I completely forgot what's triangle attack. Oh, something she can't use, right. X-Blade. She has many useful sword things that she can't use. I think that's it. I wanted to check battalions on people, but I'm pretty sure they still can't use them anyway. Nope. Those require A. Good heavens. What even is your Authority, not even remotely close. Probably the same with you. Yup. I don't use gambits very much, so we're not getting authority very frequently. It's unfortunate. Maybe I should start teaching that in class instead. Because the stat bonuses from those probably are substantially higher than the ones we currently have. Not that we're weak, I mean we're kind of rolling over everything anyway. Anyway, it's time for some support scenes. Thingamadings.
Why, Lenato? Oh, hey Felix.
I suppose your thoughts are still with Lord Lenato.
I'm fine. I'm just frustrated by how little I was able to do. I know he was trying to protect me, but Lenato never really told me anything. In the end, I don't think I understood his feelings at all. You said it yourself. Be more moderate in your passions. To me, he always seemed like a knight out of a story. And I was so caught up in my ideals, I turned a blind eye to his sadness, his hatred, even when they were right in front of me. I guess I'm pretty far from real knighthood, huh?
Perhaps. Yet knowing someone well does not mean you know how they feel, whether family or friend. To know someone's sorrow and turn blindly from it, that is the act of a fool. But pursuing your ideals is not foolish.
But before, you said...
I said to be moderate in your passions, not to abandon your ideals. It's okay to be who you are.
Thank you. Hearing you say that means a lot.
Ah, I almost forgot. You lent me this.
Oh, the book I lent you. I'm guessing you hated it?
Actually, I already knew the story. My brother used to read it to me all the time.
Must have dug up some old feelings, then.
I suppose.
That's just what I'd expect the knight in the story to say. It's not just the way you talk, either. It's who you are as a person, deep down.
Well, I think you're like the squire in the book. He's only half a knight, but he's bold and gregarious. And he always does his best. Don't stop being that half-knight, okay?
You got it. I'll become the kind of knight only I can be.
He was nice. Good job, Felix. You did it. I'm proud of you.
Hello, Felix. So, it was your turn to clean out the greenhouse, right?
Yes.
Well, I went ahead and took care of it. I also cleaned up the warehouse.
Why?
I just wanted to help you out. So that... Okay, fine. I'm bribing you. So you'll forget.
Forget what?
Are you really gonna make me say it?
Perfect.
Before, in the greenhouse, I want you to forget what you saw and heard. If you agree to forget about it, I'll take your shift in the stables. Do we have a deal?
No thanks.
No? But that's not okay! You have to forget about it, right this moment!
I can't. It's permanently etched in my memory. A mountain of sweets, as well as steaks and cakes. Stacks of them, apparently. I'm also intrigued by those bear and swamp beastie songs you mentioned. Ah, and I've been meaning to ask about the move that went along with crumbs and yums. Was that fencing footwork?
Oh, stop it, Felix! You're a villain!
Hmm?
You think you're so funny? Keeping a straight face while mocking my singing and dancing? Well, you have to forget about it. Please. What if I make you a nice steak dinner? You like steak, don't you, Felix? It'll be yummy.
This isn't about steak. I just...
Fine. Be stubborn. Tell the whole world for all I care. I'll just learn to live with the funny looks I'll get from everyone. They'll all say, there goes that Annette, the girl with the funny ideas about food. You're just the evilest of villains, Felix! I'll hate you forever and ever!
I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah, it didn't work very
Funny
well.
ideas about food. Even the bullies in her head are ridiculous. I really don't understand that girl.
Poor Annette. Also, he was just poking fun, I could tell that much. Mercedes and Ash. Which means Sylvain and Mercedes, yeah. Thought we had more, or we're going to get more, but guess not.
Whoa, what happened? The pan's smoking.
Mercedes, what's going on? My eyes. I can barely breathe.
Oh, Ash, I'm so glad you're here. My cooking's not going very well at all.
What did you put in there?
I used some of this spice, that seasoning, and the herbs on the top shelf. Then I started frying it in oil.
That explains it. We use that herb for smoke bombs. Just turn the heat off and cover the pan.
Oh no, the people in the dining hall don't look so good.
Sorry, everybody.
Oh,
Could
no.
we clear out the dining hall for a few minutes, please? Well, some folks were a little annoyed, but at least we got the place cleared out. It's a good thing no one mistook all that smoke for an attack. That could have been a disaster.
I'm so sorry. I always mess everything up.
No, it's my fault. I should have taught you which herbs to avoid. Don't blame yourself.
I just need to figure out how to do it right for next time.
Next time? You still want to try again, even after all that?
Of course! If I didn't, that would just be a waste of everything you taught me.
I guess that's true.
If you quit every time you made a mistake, then you'd never learn anything, right?
That's a great point.
Ah, maybe my mistake was frying the herb in oil. If I had boiled it instead, then there wouldn't be smoke. What do you think, Ash?
Boiling, huh? Yeah, that'd be fine.
Great! I'm gonna get this right next time for sure.
I can't wait for the next scene where she manages to somehow fuck that up.
Mercedes, I swear, the whole cathedral glows with heavenly light when you're around.
Hello, Sylvain. What a treat to see you here. I thought you preferred places with more ladies around.
I'm here because you're here. And I don't care about other girls.
Oh, come
That's a
on.
lie.
I'm sure you use that line all the time.
Actually, I've only said it to girls who thought I was lying about being You know what? There's no reason to get into all that. The truth is, I would really like to spend some time with you. What do you say to that?
Well, if you were really interested in me, I would want you to get to know me better.
I agree. I've been such an idiot in the past, always angling for the seduction. I've forgotten how to just talk to someone.
You act like you're full of regret, but I know you don't really mean it. Still, I'm glad to hear you say that at least. I told you such a boring story the last time we spoke. I was worried you might think I was a dull person.
Dull? No. I was worried that I'd made you remember unhappy times. It's horrible what you had to go through. It's not like anyone chooses to be born with a crest.
Right. We can't choose our bloodline. You've got a crest too, haven't you, Sylvain? What has your experience been like?
Are you asking how being born with a crest affected me?
Yes. I know there was that business with your brother Miklon, but I'm sure you don't want to talk about all that.
It's not a very happy story.
Please don't feel the need to hold back on my account. I'm here if you need someone to share in your pain.
Would you want to know more about me, even if I didn't have a crest, or come from a noble family?
This has nothing to do with your crest or family. I'm just asking as your friend. How should I put this? When I look at you, I don't see a crest. I want to see the real you.
You do? Here's the short version. I hate crests. Even though having one is supposed to be such a great blessing, mine has ruined everything. Miklon was heir to our house. Then I was born, and I became the heir because I had a crest. That made my older brother jealous enough to want to kill me.
And every woman in Fodlan wants to have my little Crest baby, so they can join the nobility. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's like to have a Crest.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to dredge up such awful things.
No, I should keep my temper better. I don't want you to see me act that way.
Don't say that. I'm glad we were able to talk. I feel like I'm finally seeing the real you. Oh, Sylvain, will you save me from the curse of having a crest?
Of course. I think I love you. And I mean that. With all my heart. I love you, Mercedes. Let's get married and have crest babies.
Sure, sure.
Sure, sure. Story time. It's always good. Alright, let's go fight some stuff. We have rare enemies. We also have that quest. So that's our 2 fights, I guess. That one's level 24, which is roughly appropriately leveled, and then this one's 17. That's 19. We're getting more and more over-leveled over time, which is quite an accomplishment and not usually how RPGs work. Normally RPGs, you kind of lose that over-level as you go through the game, or you just get more under-leveled. In case you don't grind, but we're gonna do this one. We do have some people that are, and by some I mean like 2 or 3 now, because we have an assistant. But we have some people that are relatively low. How do I scroll that? There we go. No, that's not scrolling that. There's a scroll bar there. How do I scroll it? I don't know. Anyway, we have to be careful with the lower level people. I do want them to level though. What do we got? A variety? A lot of axes. I've noticed that about this game. This game puts a lot... They're gonna kill the King of Fangs before I even get over there, I'm pretty sure. The game repeats the same unit type a lot in a mission. Particularly these side missions. We just have a fuck ton of axe users. Like a smishmash of other things, but not very many. Anyway. Most of that right side is probably going to turn around. Well, he's not as it turns out. You two are... You probably are. I don't really know who's moving, but... Oh, it's Sandy, so... Movement sucks? No, their movement sucks for some reason. Alright, whatever. You will almost kill her in a single turn. She has a silver weapon, which is pretty good. What is that? Oh. Well, you know.
I'm on it.
Ready.
Obviously, we have to protect her, and in order to protect her, I think we just have to move her like a tile away, basically.
That's my cue. Let us away.
Shuffle them left a little bit since they're weaker.
Here goes.
She's not, but I don't really want her marching forward. So she can wait.
Here we go.
You can wait.
Stay focused.
I'll go.
I'll give it
This'll
my
do.
all.
Their units are gonna move because we're so close to them. I should have checked what this Pegasus Knight is attacking. Excuse me. Oh, they're all gonna move to the monster. My game audio seems louder than it used to be. Maybe it's... Oh, right, I forgot that's the zoom in thing. It's, there it is. Perhaps it is just me. But it certainly does sound louder. I should probably just turn sound effects down. Because that's always like the horrifically loud part. I probably should have done that like a billion years ago. You can change the music? Interesting. Friends list. Although I don't think anyone on my friends list actually owns this, but still. You can go ahead and kill that. In an extraordinary amount of pain will possibly occur if you do that, so let's not do that. Instead, hit this dude.
I aim for greatness. My technique could use.
We'll see about getting Sylvain over there, but I don't think he'll reach. I don't like that they can hit things on top of walls like that. Nah, he can't reach. Cursed cavalry and their slowness. Cursed everything in their slowness, except for my casters, which are extraordinarily mobile for some reason. Okay, you're safe thing. I want the kill on this monster, but he's about to get slapped by a whole bunch of enemies, I'm pretty sure. He's quite strong. He can hold his own on for a while.
Another win.
Until he gets stunned, anyway. Which is right about there. What are you gonna target? You targeting that? Hell yeah. Big hit, let's go. That does less damage than I always think it'll do. Alright, Dorothea. You could be so kind as to devastate this fiend before you. There you go.
Winning's always nice.
She's our lowest, her and Flame.
I want to be up.
So as many kills as I can get with them, I'm going to attempt to do. Can't really calculate that very well, but that's fine. We leveled off of that. Hey! That's a decent level. Hey! No one else is gonna move or think. Actually, you'll move up. As will you. I don't know what I'm doing with you. TBH, lad. Just park right there. Watch. Watch this fight from above.
As expected.
Kinda wish I had done that, but that's alright.
Such power
That's
dwells within.
a hell of a level. He's gonna get stunned here. Yeah, so he's not gonna get the free counter damage anymore. Unfortunately. In fact, they almost actually broke that barrier on this dude. So if I can sneak over there, I can break this barrier for free. You can't reach, which is... Actually, no, she can. She's gonna get attacked for it, but she can. Because of a gambit, it'll hit that.
Let's turn the table.
Which gives us the item. Never mind, it missed. So, rip, I guess. It might attack me with that special, I'm not sure. want to attract those two idiots to come here and fight me. Like men, as it were. His range is remarkably useful, by the way. Also, that's a remarkable overkill. Well, let's do it anyway. 50 might. And a crit. 150 damage.
I'm counting on you.
That's a lot of damage. Ow. Yeah, she took a lot more damage from that attack than I thought she would. Probably should have checked that.
Feelings.
She should be safe. Yeah, the King of Fangs, however, is not so safe. Maybe they're too stupid to hit the other corner? It would appear they are. But this also means his targets are now dead, so he's gonna hit me with this for sure. Please miss. He missed. He's gonna regen all his crap now, which is awkward. Alright, can you two each kill this person in one? No. She can. Kill either in one.
All roses have thorns.
But flame is weak. Right, this is ranged, I forgot, but that's gonna kill it, thus negating the entire point. That's such a waste of weapon durability for that weapon. Unfortunately, it's the only ranged thing he has. If I leave you to your own devices, you're going to attack Dorothy with a chance of killing her. Which is no good. Sure.
Let's win this already.
Yeah, work those, and if you can hit this, which you have 100%, so that'll do.
You'll need me for this.
And we'll break all 4 in 2 turns. Easiest monster defeat in my life. And we'll get some steel out of it. Of course, no one's over here to take advantage of the fact that I just did that, so, you know.
Feeling woozy.
Kind of negated that rather quickly. You should probably heal just in case. Wow, you can actually hit it from there? Holy shit. That's impressive. I can rescue. I forgot about that. Apparently there's a bug with rescue not working a lot of the time. We've done it. There you go. Moved her far enough away that she's safe. And that monster is going to become unstunned. I'm pretty sure. Which is unfortunate. But we could still kill him really fast here. Whoever here is the lowest? Annette? Annette.
Here goes.
Ooh. It really doesn't matter as long as it does 19 damage. Good group ice. Yeah. Let's do this one. Wind. It has 100. They all have 100%, so it literally doesn't matter. But it's spooky seeing that health bar, you know. A rusted sword. Does that? Let's find out while we're here. Silver sword. Pretty good. Not gonna argue against that. Alright, I wanted to see if it's physically possible. It is. To not kill this dude. Yeah, we can do that.
Watch and learn.
Give Flame the kill XP. If I select the correct movement tile, of course. There you go.
I prevailed.
Hooray! She got more magic. That's good. I wish she'd gotten more than that, but that's okay. Good job, Annie. You did it. You didn't get your motivation max, but you did it, you know? And that's what matters. Alright, let's do this quest. This quest should be a joke, difficulty-wise. And then I'm probably going to end up ending it like immediately after this battle because I do feel like I am sick and dying. I apologize, but it's a thing. What's up with this map? There appear to be no enemies at all. Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh, they're all down there. Okay, I just went the wrong direction. Well, let's make sure every side has some form of a melee involved. They do. Lots of swords, some casters, many swords. Lots of swords. And they can already reach. Yeah, they can already reach. I'm tempted to just end our turn immediately. We're just gonna wait for them to come to us. I should have actually used the wait command. I forgot if you skip a person's turn, it doesn't register as a wait command. Which is stupid, but
I like how this...
it's a good level. Like Ingrid could have had an extra 15 avoid if I had told her to wait and then ended the turn.
So obvious.
Which is stupid.
What's next?
And I feel like that shouldn't be how that works, but it is how that works, so.
Why am I even here?
I don't think we took any damage from those, did we? No.
Let us away.
You, madam, come hither and defeat this villain. Thanks.
Did that suffice?
It did. I wish you had leveled, but it did.
I'll go.
I'd rather he not get attacked by mages if physically possible. Alright, Dorothea,
That's my cue.
you can't reach unless I buff you.
Give it my all.
Which I can't technically properly do the way I want to. Unfortunately, but that's alright. We're gonna do the gambit. I very rarely use this gambit. I want to point it south, but I can't, so.
Thank you.
There you go. Now she can get over here.
You were wide open.
If I could get everyone a minimum of 20, that'd be nice.
Quite what I was after.
Well, it's, you know, speed and magic. It's acceptable. I don't know how Swordman can attack me on top of a building. Verticality doesn't seem to actually mean anything in this game, which is unfortunate.
I'll cut through.
What if I just run him through the whole city and make a bunch of friends? There you go. He's not gonna make a bunch of friends, but it looks
Stay
cool,
focused.
you know? No. I want Flame to pick that up since she's right there. I am extremely powerful. I should give myself more stats. That's what I need. Alright, Flame, go pick that up. Thanks. So the only one not 20 is Dorothea.
They say.
I also just realized I didn't bring Bernie into this because I have too many students now. Doesn't automatically place her anymore.
Have thorns.
We could get Annie over here and slap this dude for free.
That worked out.
Oh, she leveled. Nice.
Feeling stronger.
We're actually getting pretty close to hitting 30 with certain people, aren't we? 26. It's not exactly close, I guess, but... You could use some XP. Preferably without getting slapped by that archer who might outrange her. Won't kill her anyway, so...
Too easy.
I wish there was a way to tell if his shit was gonna proc. Because it doesn't show the bonus damage from the chance that his thing's gonna proc. How can you move, Ash? Holy shit. He can move far. I should give him extra move speed. Although he won't always be the one capable of buffing movement speed, so...
No hard feelings.
Turns out he didn't outrange her. That's fine. If I could get some XP for Dorothea, that'd be great, but I don't think that's happening. Ash is so strong now too. I really like how much stronger Sniper has made him. This pleases me immensely.
You're out of luck.
Sure, just scoot right there. Intimidate him by your mere presence. A cavalry flank for no reason. You literally just ran across the whole city. But that is a-okay, because he did it in style. Why are you attacking me? I don't understand. What are you attacking? Her. Right, she can't heal herself. I always forget about that. Which is just awkward. And just in case, choose a vulnerary. Vulnerary. I need to start replacing those anyway. At some point. I mostly just don't want to spend my money buying potions. I'd like the game to start giving them to me, but I don't know that it ever will. Alright, can she make it? She can. She can't kill. Probably should have looked at that first. But who's he attacking? Me again. And thus accomplishing literally nothing. Oh hey, she's hanging out with me. I didn't realize. There you go.
You were wide open.
Hey, everyone's 20. I don't think everyone has the skills for the stat or cheese for the classes, but they're at least 20 now. Renown increased. You know what, we'll play... play the next week? I don't know what we're doing next weekend. Now that I think about this. Come along, little load bar. I will guide you. Load bar's on a leash. Come on, load bar. Oh, jeez. The leash broke. Do it yourself. There's nothing to be taught there anyway.
Professor?
Why you just wanted to not do sword, and now you want to do sword alone? Let's figure you make that faster. Perfect, let's go. Some cavalry, that's good. I could change a bunch of people to authority instead of cavalry, but I completely forgot he was learning reason, to be honest with you. Like, we don't need XP.
You've done me a great service.
You're welcome. We could explore. 66% said explore. 15% rest. We could seminar, we could explore, and I could teach myself some stuff, but the knights aren't here, so we're a little limited. We could rest, and that ups our motivation so our students can learn a little bit better. Also repairs my weapon a little bit. I'm leaning towards explore, even though I can't do all of the learning that I actually want to do right now. You know what, because I can't... Actually, Hanneman does bows. So actually, that's a convenient way to learn what people can potentially teach, I guess. Hanneman does bows as explore. Should be quick anyway. Hopefully I don't fall over and die in the middle of trying to do... Are they all upstairs? They are. We can also eat a little bit more too. Sorry, I was yawning. Tired. Pretty sure I'm sick.
Excuse me, Professor.
Dying.
I know. Forgive me. Just
Yes, yes, I agree. Whatever you're saying. I like that she has reason as well. Sword from you.
Professor.
First, both took. It was as if thinking how they managed.
If we can get cavalry, that would be good. Otherwise, it's just sword or bow, I think, is what we're gonna aim at. I want to know how much XP you get for a perfect, and if you can do it again if it's a perfect. It'd be very convenient, wouldn't it? Manuela? Just sword again, I guess. Hey, maybe we'll get B+ sword soon. It takes too long to train the teacher for the opportunity cost that it involves. Right, bows. And you don't even rank it up enough for it to matter. Oh, never mind. We got lucky.
I still have much to learn.
I think that's literally everyone that's currently here that can teach us, so... Back to downing thousands of calories at a time. My favorite activity. Edelgard. Hey, don't talk to me. Today's special is delicious.
That looks appetizing.
I appreciate...
May end up unlocking. I could also go fishing. I really want to. Not in my current state, I don't want to, no. Pick a random one. You too, sure.
I think I like this.
This is nearly as
I like how she says she thinks she likes this. You could just try it, you know? We could definitely level if we fish. Man. Man. I really don't want to.
This looks delicious.
But
Let's
it'll
eat.
give us a level before our next free time, which is just good in general. Alright, well, we can just end the video here. And, next time you see me, I'll be in my room. Oh, it's a special fishing day, too. Ah, fuck. Yeah, we're gonna fish. And by we, I mean I'm going to fish. So next time you see me, I'll be in my room. We'll be a level up on our teacher professor level, which is B+. Should get us another activity point, maybe some other stuff like battle or something. Not that we need the battle points, but that's what I'm gonna do. Ah, there's more support. What? I keep forgetting it's not A. Oh, there's a bunch of support. We'll do that later. Anyway, thanks for watching. Apologies for this video in general. I don't feel good. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.